Today is Wednesday. It's West Wednesdays, dedicated to Tawanda Jones and her advocacy and her dedication to the streets. Tawanda Jones, the West Wednesday Coalition. It's dedicated to Kelly Davis. It's the Davis thing. This ain't my fight. This is our struggle. I'm an advocate since 1986. You can go to the Department of Justice and find out about me. I'm a advocate since 1986. N62528, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. I'm going to address the violence in Baltimore City and Chicago. I came here in 1991 straight out of the prison on the interstate compact. I came here straight out of the penitentiary. I wanted to end the war on drugs to stop the violence, and that's something that y'all don't want to discuss. So I came up with the idea of making a movie about it. Y'all made Baltimore The Wire, and y'all made Baltimore famous behind the wire, and it was about glorifying the war on drugs. Well, let's show you the politicians, the judges, and the lawyers, the racketeering and the fraud in the court. If you look at Operation Greylord, for all my educated individuals, for Ivan Bates, for the ACLU, for the NAACP, I charted this with the Supreme Court because I was going to the Supreme Court because we two sides. Well, I was on the other side because I was a drug dealer. I turned in guns and drugs in 1986 because I wanted to end that war or address it. But in 1986, Kwasi Mfume, Bill Clinton, and other black leaders signed up on that. 2.6 million people to this day over that. It has disenfranchised the black family and destroyed the black community. The war on drugs is a war on the black community because you're not locking up white people. White people use drugs too. So we're going to do it like this. I'm white, all right? Born 1959. So I came up with the idea about justice because justice is supposed to be blind. It don't matter if you're black or white, straight or gay. Justice is supposed to be served. Justice is supposed to be blind. And I came up with a toilet because the toilet don't care if you're black, white, straight or gay. So I'm shooting this in the bathroom because social media for social change. Facebook ain't nothing but some toilet shit. Because y'all quick to write shit on the wall, claim to be these things that you're not, and you just click, tap, and paste. My live feed getting cut off. I don't know why. I must have said some key words. The government has my social media page tapped. All right, so we're going to do it like this. That's the United States Secret Service. I'm a activist. I came from Chicago. That's President Obama. Damn, they broke it. That's President Obama. All right. That's when I was locked up in Spring Grove Medical Facility. I had a case filed with President Obama from 2008. Like I said, from Chicago, Illinois to Baltimore. Elijah Cummings got it. And everything that Elijah Cummings got, he got to give to President Trump. Everything that Jack Young got, he got to give to President Trump. Everything that Fox 45 got, you're going to get to Trump. We talking about the money behind that prison industry. That's the IRS. I asked for a federal and state audit. That's my Department of Justice number. All right? That's the Department of Justice referral. That's Brian Frost. And that's Governor Hogan. All right? And that's Dear Governor Hogan. I am writing you this letter. My constitutional right to address grievances to elected officials. So I done wrote Governor Hogan. And it's about mass incarceration in your prison industry. I went home on vacation, came back on probation. And I was exposing the money behind the machine. I was campaign manager for Aisha Khan. She owes me over $1,000 and she didn't file me on her taxes. She didn't file me on the report. She paid cash. She used me for events and wrote it off as other things. Aisha Khan needs to be investigated for campaign financing violations. Aisha Khan, all right? I was her campaign manager, and I was making a documentary, and I was showing it, all right? Y'all talk about a ceasefire. You can't have a ceasefire unless you admit you got a war on drugs. That ceasefire is killing the black community. Black Lives Matter. No racist police. Abolish ICE. I'm an activist in Baltimore. And you go to Warren Brown, and you go to Malcolm Ruff, you go to Dwight Pettit, You go to Warren Brown, you go to Malcolm Ruff, you go to Dwight Pettit, you go to J. Wendell Gordon, you go to Billy Murphy, you go to Marilyn Mosby, you go to Nick Mosby, you go to Delegate Clippinger, you go to Senator Antonio Hayes, you go to Governor Hogan, you go over to Governor O'Malley, you go to Scott Shellenberger, Greg Bernstein. Everything I'm telling you is in the courts. I couldn't do what I do if I didn't do it the right way. You go straight to Commissioner Harris. He got a whole file on me. Matter of fact, go to Commissioner Harris's secretary, Myrna. Get all the emails from ddshortman@gmail.com and get all the emails from ddshortman@aol.com. Get all the emails and social media messages from Mayor Pugh. And then we're going to talk about the Governor O'Malley mom machine. We're going to talk about the creation of money behind your prison industry. Governor O'Malley had 9 judges. Them 9 judges got 45 friends. And I named the judges. Governor Hogan got judges too, so they passed off this corruption machine. Judges, lawyers, and states attorneys. And I'm getting ready to send this to Eddie Griffith. I'm getting ready to send this to Eddie Griffith. I'm going to send this to Eddie Griffith. And I'm going to send him this tape too. So we don't have no misunderstandings. See that? November the 18th. I went down to see the U.S. against the state constitutional rights violation that they accused me of. Got to get a lawyer to file the papers. It cost me $350. So what I'm going to do is fill out the paperwork in the state of Illinois and see if they really want me to do this or not. Civil and constitutional process and equal protection under the Constitution. You denied me the right to have a jury of my peers. You denied me a right of having witnesses appear on my behalf, and you denied me the right to face my accusers. You also denied me the right to remedy after trial. You owe me money, and you hiding it, and you're trying to discourage me from getting it. This movie and this documentary is too far gone. So these are the people that I'm contacting today. We're going for white justice and black justice, and if you look at that birth certificate, that's me. It's a legal birth certificate. You can check it out. I was born and raised Lake County, Illinois. My name is Dwayne Gerald Davis, male. I'm white. So the issue of white justice and black justice come into play. I know black is white guy, you know. And the white is black guy, you know. David Brown, Legal Times, Washington, D.C. You see all these? That's Karen Parks from Fox. Got locked up. Fox 45 had violations by Fox 45, by WJZ. It's making a documentary about the politics in Maryland. Watch this. That's Karen Parks. That's Governor Blagojevich. And if you want to hear this, you got to get the movie. Like I said, this is going to be like Tiger King. All right. Senator Kyle McCain, Senator McCain. I sent it to the Senate. That's Ben Cardin's. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. And Ben Cardin's going to have to turn over that whole file. He's going to have to turn it over to President Trump. Because like I said, it's making a movie about your prison industry. That's me on Falls Road. That's the Supreme Court. That's the Supreme Court. 2013. That's Chief Justice Roberts. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. This is the U.S. Department of Justice. Charles Street. I am writing you. See, that's my DNA in there. I put my hair in there. I'm writing you for Dwayne G. Davis. I met with you on several occasions. All right. That's Ozzie Newsome. That's Ed Mulatolo from the Ravens. That's States Attorney Mosby, because like I said, Mosby had this. This is about the corruption in the courts and exposing the corruption in the courts. That's Chief Hyatt and State Prosecutor. Because y'all shielding the corruption by not prosecuting Scott Shellenberger. We talking about Governor O'Malley's mom machine, and Brandon Scott is a part of it. Like I said, that's my film producer, Rob Fix. I don't work with Rob Fix no more, but we got letters designed. Black Lives Matter, No Killer Cops, Abolish ICE. This is my shorty program. And I've been working this program for as long as I've been in Baltimore. Shorty's program. All right? Social, economic, political, mental, and environmental. Brandon Scott stole my program. Nick Mosby stole my program. Maryland Mosby stole my program. Governor O'Malley, the state of Maryland used my program and claimed it and used it in bits and pieces of their own. This is me. I'm the cook in Baltimore. Everybody know me. That's Chanel Harper. She used to work with me doing homeless feedings. All right? That's Pastor Dante Hickman. All right? You see that? That's Pastor Dante Hickman. That's Todd Oppenheimer from Equal Justice. That's T.J. Smith, and he running for office. Like I said, it's making a movie about Baltimore. And that's the film festival. And the movie's about Shellenberger in your courts. That's my producer. That's the toilet. That's President Obama. And I'm getting ready to send this to President Trump. This is going to President Trump. All right? Quasi and Fumi, everything that you got in your office, you're going to have to turn over to President Trump. We talking about justice. Justice in 2020. And the letter reads just like this. Dear President Trump, I'm a whistleblower exposing the corruption in Maryland's Democratic Party. Senator Van Hollen, Senator Ben Cardin, Kwasi and Fume, Delegate Brooke Lieberman. Yeah, Delegate named y'all. I'm a whistleblower. And he's going to get this whole package. This is the shorty program, because you talking about the death and the murder. Well, I'm a father that stood up. And that's my shorty program from 2008. Business development, crime and policing issues, job development, to be a voice for the voiceless. That's my store on Falls Road, and my store was financing my activism. My store was financing my activism, and you can't produce the paperwork that you need. I can. We're going to level up, because that's Governor O'Malley when I started this. Get Shorty program. So you go to Elijah Cummings' office, and you get all the information from Elijah Cummings' office. You get all the information I sent Brian Frosh. You get everything I sent Governor Hogan. Because like I said, that's the letter to Governor Hogan. Dear Governor Hogan, I'm writing you this letter as part of my constitutional right to address grievances. All right, that's the Shorty program. This is about the Hopkins police. Like I said, I'm making a movie about y'all. I put this toilet in front of the school board in 2011. You go to Fern Shin. Those are the politicians. Those are the politicians that were sitting in office. That's Glenn right there. All right? Those were the politicians from 2010. I was Governor O'Malley's mom machine. Marilyn Mosby wants cases tossed. No, we have 10,000 cases that Marilyn Mosby going to have to reverse and remand from Greg Bernstein and Scott Shellenberger. She took an oath of office, and she has knowledge of criminal behavior by the courts. Bernstein got 10, Shellenberger got 10, and she got to go after it. T.J. Smith know all about this. T.J. Smith and Chief Hyatt, Chief Johnson, Delegate Branch, Delegate Sidnor, Delegate Hardin. Senator Pugh is the main witness in this. Like I said, the main witness. It's about Governor O'Malley. It's about mainstream media, too, because, see, y'all demonize me. So we're going to send all this to the FCC. I'm sending this board to the FCC about Baltimore. I'm sending this paperwork to President Trump. And everything that Elijah Cummings got, you got to send to President Trump. Everything Fox 45 got, you send to President Trump. Everything the IRS got, you send to President Trump. Everything the Department of Justice got, you send to President Trump. Everything you got and everything that the Governor Hogan got to send to President Trump. That's Johnny Oleski. send it to President Trump. Van Hollen, send my evidence to President Trump. Jane Miller, send my evidence to President Trump. And this is the case about being black in Baltimore. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? That's the case right there. You take that case, and Congressman Cummings like a whole different like money counts itself. And I'm asking for a federal and state. Peter Francott know about this since 2008. That's Governor Hogan and Al Redmer. I was insured. You got insurance fraud. That's Shellenberger. You can't defend white supremacy. That's President Trump. I gave it to him already. So I'm going to make sure President Trump get the rest of this. President Trump can go to Chief Hyatt, the state prosecutor's office. Go to Marilyn Mosby. Go directly to Marilyn Mosby. It's an anti-violence plan. And this is my anti-violence plan. It's the Shorty program. And it works from Zion to Baltimore. That's my brother, William Lewis Davis. He's a postal inspector. And y'all got postal violations. We're going to have a federal investigation because you took evidence out of my post box. It's a postal violation. Makes it a federal investigation. You're going to have to investigate Scott Shellenberger. You got to investigate all these people. But we're going to go straight to Mayor Pugh and get everything that Mayor Pugh got. Department of Justice, Johnny Oleski. He asked for an investigation in 2019. I'm still standing. Mary Washington know all about this. That's Barack Obama. That's Miss Stephanie Rawlings Blake. That's the Department of Justice. See, because y'all killing activists and y'all killing black people, so in the event of my death, I want everybody to be held accountable. That's Marilyn Mosby. That's Pugh. That's Thelma Branch. And these are the supporters of Shorty. All right? That's Governor Hogan. And the supporters of Shorty want to know, why did you lock me up? Why did you incarcerate me? You kidnapped me. You charged me to be a terrorist. I'm Shorty. I'm the original Shorty, the one and only. I'm with Out for Justice. And one of the movies I was making is Out for Justice. It shows the prison industry and the money behind the machine. Like I said, dear friend, thank you for your letter dated October 2014. I've been making a movie about y'all since 2006. So I'm going to let you watch this for a while. You know about this? Governor Blakevich, Congressman Cummings, all of y'all know about this, and you're doing nothing to defend my rights. But if this was lacrosse players, you'd be all over the news. But since it's just another black guy like the Gen 6, it's a secret. You keep black justice denied. Patrick Leahy, we're going to see how much y'all going to do. President-elect Barack Obama, Senator Durbin, you're the Illinois caucus. You're the senators from Illinois. You're supposed to defend my rights. Terry Link didn't do nothing. Kerry Cobwell's trying to shuffle me past. You're supposed to start an investigation in June of 2008 about the Illinois Department of Corrections, Lake County. Illinois Department of Corrections, I got nothing from the governor, and I've given this information to everybody. I got statements to support all my claims from petition from the inmates complaining about the judges and the lawyers and how we getting treated there. Lake County Democratic Party, make sure you get all this. Feinstein. All right. This is my other story. That's Judge Turnbull. That's the Department of Justice. That's 98 Rock. That's Meat on Fire. That's my store on Falls Road. All right. We're going to talk about you too. All right. Like I said, Social media for social change. I work for Aisha Khan. And we're going to show you the money behind the machine. We're going to go straight to Brian Frost and get this done. States Kamenetz. All right. These are the forged checks. These are the checks. That's Insurance Incorporated. All right. And that's Adrian Jones, Speaker of the House. That's Bobby Zirkin. All right. That's FBI, Richard McFeely. And that's my department. That's my case number when y'all came to my house and put guns in my head. That's Gov.O'Malley. And that's the toilet right there. President Obama, give me a trial. Department of Justice, Eric Holder. Senator Kirk, ceasefire. Like I said, it's a ceasefire program. Peter Francott.
Public officials doing wrong, and you gallivanting around smiling in their faces. I've been following you for, like I said, we've been doing this for 2 years. I got letters to prove I wrote you. I got mail receipts, everything. You received a pamphlet on June 3rd. You none of my letters and none of my mail. You ain't do nothing. But you supposed to investigate public officials when they doing wrong. You investigated that case in Chicago when the Chicago police beat that man in that wheelchair. You need to give me the same justice. Michael Waller knew who I was. Michael Waller refused to press charges on Bobby Thompson for attempted murder. There's no statute of limitation on attempted murder. And that issue needs to be addressed. I'm a citizen. And I filed the charges. And he got them. Now to keep me from filing my charges or keep him prosecuted.
All right, we click Eddie. President Obama. You see that? Department of Secret Service. I want your prison industry investigated. And I want Fox 45 charged with FCC violations. This is election season, and then Fox 45 has enough evidence to send a lot of these people that are running for office to jail now. TJ Smith, Brandon Scott, Sheila Dixon. Yeah. Turn over the information to the voters before the elections. Because like I said, I'm getting ready to make this movie. And when this movie come out, I don't have to change nobody's name. Changed. I don't need, because I'm going to write Mark Zuckerberg to turn over everything on Facebook.